Travis, a recent hire as an armored truck driver for Guardian Armored Services, is on a pickup at the bank when he spots an attractive client, Zoe, who asks to use his pen. She returns it with a note inside, causing Travis to panic, assuming it's a robbery attempt. He draws his weapon, sending everyone in the bank scrambling for cover. Yet, Zoe urges him to look at the note, and he discovers she is simply offering him her phone number. That evening, Travis and Zoe meet for a date at a bar. He is unaccustomed to receiving attention from beautiful women like her. So, he is taken by surprise when Zoe rests her hand on his thigh and suggests they find a more private location. Their encounter extends through the entire weekend. On Monday at 4 a.m., Russell rouses his wife, Natalie, to wish her a happy 25th wedding anniversary. Russell is also an employee at Guardian, and Natalie is weary of his unpredictable shifts, but he assures her he will resign in 6 months. Meanwhile, Travis awakens to an empty bed and the realization that he is running late for work. At the depot, Russell is angered to see he's been assigned a long route, despite having requested a shorter one a week prior to spend time with his wife. He voices his complaint to his supervisor, Clark, who dismisses him and insists he follow the schedule. Russell's frustration deepens upon learning his partner for the day is Travis, whom he finds incredibly irritating. Travis is regaling his colleagues with stories of his date, but Russell cuts him off, reprimanding him for his tardiness and for wearing his uniform outside of work. Travis attempts to make small talk, mentioning he passed the driving exam for the Metro Police Department, but Russell shows no interest in the young man's life. Making the situation worse, Travis engages in unpleasant habits such as bringing a foul-smelling sandwich for his meal and declaring he will urinate through the gun port to avoid stops, ensuring Russell makes it home on time. Elsewhere, Zoe confers with 2 men, Miguel and Banner. She informs them she has acquired intelligence on a Guardian Armored Services truck route and proposes a heist. The men harbor a mutual dislike but consent to the plan for the potential payoff. As the day wears on, Russell and Travis proceed with their pickups from different banks. Travis continues his annoying behavior, blasting loud music and passing gas inside the truck. While they are traveling through a rural area, Clark contacts them via the truck's radio, having been informed about Travis brandishing his firearm at the bank earlier. Travis insists it was just a misunderstanding, but Clark informs him the bank has terminated their contract over the incident. He then fires Travis immediately. After the radio call concludes, Travis has an emotional breakdown. He berates himself for his failures in life, and when Russell offers some comfort, Travis confesses that his entire family serves in law enforcement, but he has never been able to measure up. At that moment, Russell observes 2 cars tailing them. When one car attempts to overtake them, Travis swerves the truck to force it from the road. However, Russell instructs him to calm down, and Travis yields to let the car pass. The second vehicle pulls up alongside them, and Russell notes that all the occupants are wearing helmets. One of them holds up a sign reading, "Pull over and you won't get hurt." In response, Russell tries to radio for assistance. Regrettably, they are in an area with no cellular service. The robber displays more signs indicating their knowledge of the dead zone and the truck's isolation. Russell deduces they must have inside information about the route. More signs appear, demanding they stop to avoid harm, but the pair refuses to comply. A driver then lobs a tear gas canister into their vehicle, causing Travis to lose control. Russell splashes an energy drink on Travis's face to clear his vision, but just then a robber shoots out one of their tires. The pair fights to maintain control of the vehicle, pinning one of the assailant's cars against the guardrail and scraping it along for some distance. Suddenly, Travis engages the parking brake, which sends the enemy car surging forward into its partner's vehicle. Both cars careen off the road, allowing the truck to proceed without further pursuit. Russell opens the doors and windows to air out the gas. Travis is relieved they've escaped, but Russell suspects the robbers will return, a troubling thought since the nearest police are 80 miles away. Travis performs a quick mental calculation and states he can reach the next town in 40 minutes by driving at 110 miles. Meanwhile, the robbers remove their helmets, revealing themselves to be Zoe and her crew. As they work to free their cars from the ditch, Zoe declares they are moving to Plan B. Eventually, the damaged tire causes the truck to lose speed. After turning onto a side road, they pull over to make repairs, and Travis once again impresses Russell by calculating that the robbers will catch up to them in 4 minutes. Russell questions why Travis aspires to be a police officer, and Travis admits he doesn't truly want to be one. He only seeks his family's approval. When a civilian vehicle drives past, Travis's attempt to signal for help is ignored. Moments later, Zoe's team appears on the main road, fails to spot the truck, and realizes the duo must have taken a different route, prompting them to turn as well. The instant they spot the cars, Travis and Russell jump back into the truck and speed away, igniting another chase. Travis maneuvers directly between the cars to get back onto the main road, but the robbers execute a quick U-turn to stay on their tail. Travis then attempts a risky maneuver that backfires, leaving the truck wedged between the two cars. After securing a rope, Miguel climbs onto his car and leaps onto the truck's rear door. Travis violently shakes the truck to dislodge him, but Miguel maintains his grip as the other robbers ram the truck to reduce its speed. Miguel then uses a blowtorch to begin cutting through the door. In response, Travis rams the car ahead of them to break free. With the car still attached, Russell draws his firearm and shoots at Miguel, who returns fire. After an exchange of shots, Russell is disarmed, and Miguel's gun is empty. Seeing that Miguel is resuming his work with the blowtorch, the duo agrees to surrender the money. However, upon opening the bags, Russell finds they are filled with illegal contraband, including a squirrel monkey. After locating the correct bag, Russell kicks the door open, leaving Miguel dangling as he begins to hurl the money out. The flying bills obstruct the driver's vision, so Banner opens fire, forcing Russell back inside. Russell then finds bills containing a dye pack and throws it at the car's windshield. An explosion coats Banner's car in blue dye, but he continues driving. Russell sees that the car's sunroof is open and tosses the next dye pack directly inside. The subsequent explosion causes Banner to lose control, and after inadvertently striking Zoe's car, he careens off the road. The car tumbles several times before coming to a rest. A furious Miguel severs the rope with the blowtorch, shattering a window in Zoe's car. He then leaps into the truck and engages in a struggle with Russell, who attempts to seize the man's gun. A shot is fired into the truck's ceiling during the fight. Just then, Clark calls on the radio, but the transmission is filled with static, and the call ends before Travis can explain the situation. Russell gains the advantage and overpowers Miguel, beating him before stuffing a dye pack into his vest and kicking him out of the truck. The dye pack detonates as Miguel lands on Zoe's car, which is now ablaze from the blowtorch. Zoe, refusing to concede, continues the pursuit. Russell grabs a bag of coins and hurls it at her car. The windshield shatters, sending her vehicle off the road where it crashes, explodes, and tumbles down an embankment. The duo celebrates their apparent victory, unaware that Zoe leaped from the car just before the impact and is now clinging to the back door. While Russell is complaining about a leg injury from the fight, Zoe slips inside, retrieves Miguel's gun, and announces her presence. A short time later, Russell and Travis are bound inside a barn. As Zoe takes off her helmet, a wave of nausea hits Travis when he grasps that he divulged every detail of his job to her on their date. Zoe checks their jackets for anything they might be hiding and discovers Natalie's wedding ring, which Russell had taken for a surprise. She pockets the ring and fires a shot at a bottle to silence a whimpering Travis. Her objective was always the truck itself, not its contents. With her accomplices out of commission, she demands the duo assist her in finishing the job, threatening their lives if they refuse. The men feel they have no option but to comply. Aboard the truck, Travis asks Zoe not to reveal to Russell that they already know each other. She consents and confirms the phone number she gave him was fake, but confesses she enjoyed their date. When Russell joins them in the truck, Travis asks Zoe to ensure Russell gets home in time for his anniversary. Elsewhere, Banner and Miguel locate each other. They are injured, but not seriously. Banner, realizing Zoe has double-crossed them, vows to kill her. Shortly after, the truck leaves the dead zone, and Zoe instructs Travis to call Clark and act as if everything is normal. Travis complies, making a few jokes but not disclosing their predicament. He then informs Zoe that he was terminated, and Russell teases him about falling for a woman from the bank. At that moment, Natalie calls Russell, and Zoe orders him to act normally as well. Russell says nothing to his wife about their situation, but his voice is strained. Zoe makes a phone call to get the delivery address for the truck, explaining to the men that if she fails to check in with her contact regularly, someone they know will be killed. They eventually arrive in a town and stop at an auto repair shop, where she persuades an old acquaintance to fix the truck discreetly. The three of them, now in uniforms, go to a diner to wait. Before entering, Zoe displays live video on her phone, showing them that she has people watching Natalie who will be harmed if they attempt anything. At their table, Zoe reveals her plan. She needs the truck to rob a casino. They will enter under the guise of the legitimate pickup service and escape with the entire weekend's profits. The mechanic is altering the truck's identification number to match the official vehicle and is installing a transponder for verification. She receives a message that the truck is ready. She then handcuffs Russell to a pipe and leads Travis away. Inside the restroom, Zoe demands Travis's uniform. As he changes, she asks if he genuinely fell in love with her, which he denies. Upon returning to the table, they find that Russell has escaped by severing his restraints with a piece of a broken mug. They rush outside to find him, only for Russell to ambush Zoe from behind. After a brief struggle, Travis seizes the opportunity to grab the gun, allowing Russell to overpower Zoe and demand his wife's safety. Travis asks Zoe if she is all right, using a pet name, before handing the gun back to her. This action makes Russell realize Travis is the inside man. An enraged Russell grabs Travis and shakes him before letting him go. Zoe clarifies that Travis was merely manipulated before they finally depart. During the journey, Russell remains angry with Travis for being so easily duped by Zoe. She notes that she had gotten him significantly intoxicated and that Travis had also revealed a tender side during their date. In the meantime, Miguel and Banner arrive at the auto repair shop. They shoot the mechanic in the leg to force him to disclose Zoe's whereabouts. After he provides the information, they shoot him again, this time fatally. With only 29 minutes remaining before the heist, Zoe prepares by tying up Travis, deciding to take Russell with her this time. An argument breaks out in which she is berated for being a criminal, prompting her to share a personal story. Her father had been a 17-year employee at the casino. One day, a fire started in a restaurant. The casino's security system, designed to protect the money, automatically sealed all the doors. With many guards trapped inside, Zoe's father intervened to hold a door open, saving his colleagues' lives but losing his own. Instead of being compensated, the casino claimed he would not have died if he had remained at his post, blaming him for his own death. Zoe was 12 at the time, and she and her mother were left destitute. On that day, she swore an oath to reclaim the money. Their conversation is cut short by Natalie knocking on the truck's window. She located them by tracking Russell's phone. He attempts to send her away, but Zoe ushers her inside and binds her to prevent her from interfering. The group proceeds to the casino, monitoring the real truck's radio frequency as a precaution. The casino guards are suspicious of their early arrival, but after scanning the ID tag, they grant them access. Inside the garage, another guard inquires about the regular pickup crew. Russell fabricates a story about a change in personnel. The guard accepts it, remarking that no one would be foolish enough to try and steal an armored truck. Meanwhile, Travis overhears on the radio that the real truck is approaching and wants to intervene, but Natalie compels him to stay put. Travis confesses he has fallen for Zoe, and Natalie's scolding triggers a rant from him that inadvertently reveals Zoe has the ring. After clearing multiple security gates, they reach the vault. However, they are delayed from collecting the money by a photo shoot featuring a WWE champion. Aware that their time is limited, Zoe tells the wrestler that his rival is publicly insulting him on a live broadcast. The enraged wrestler departs to address the situation. The money is loaded into a container, and the pair, accompanied by the guard, begins to make their way out. They are stopped by the manager, who recognizes Zoe as the daughter of the deceased employee. He expresses sympathy for her loss, acknowledging that her father was a hero and was wronged by the higher-ups. Zoe feigns understanding to get him to leave. They return to the truck, and Russell ensures the guard does not touch the door, citing protocol. With the money loaded, the group finally drives away just as the real truck arrives. Fortunately, Zoe's team exits the casino before the guards spot the second truck. They see a police car nearby, but it is heading in a different direction. Eventually, the group reaches an abandoned garage where Zoe has a getaway car waiting. Now in possession of the money, she no longer cares about the others. Suddenly, a large vehicle smashes through the gate and collides with the armored truck, sending it skidding across the floor until it impacts the far wall. When the group comes to, they find themselves captured by Banner and Miguel. Banner is transferring the money to Zoe's car to steal it for himself, while Miguel douses the truck in gasoline. Banner then drags Zoe from the truck and rips out her earring simply to inflict pain. She offers herself in exchange for the other's freedom, but he scoffs at her and takes Natalie's ring. Inside the truck, Travis spots a pair of pliers behind Russell. Russell grabs them and tells Travis to put the truck in reverse. As Miguel prepares to ignite the fuel with a lighter, Russell gives a signal. He rushes to free Natalie while Travis backs up the truck. The truck door strikes Miguel, and Banner opens fire as he retreats. Zoe lies flat on the ground, allowing the truck to pass over her unharmed. Banner dives out of the way, and Travis brings the truck to a halt just before it crashes. Banner then attempts to shoot Travis, but the bulletproof glass protects him. Zoe surprises Banner with a kick and disarms him. He flees to his car while she retrieves the gun and starts shooting. Unfortunately, Banner is heavily armed and returns fire, forcing Zoe to take cover. Miguel is caught in the crossfire and shot in the shoulder. The distraction enables Zoe to shoot Banner in the hip and dash to her car, which she quickly enters to escape the building. Banner then grabs Natalie and shoots Russell as he tries to intervene. Natalie kicks Banner as he forces her into his car, and he retaliates by knocking her out with a punch. After Banner drives off, Travis assists the wounded Russell back into the truck. They take off, running over Miguel as they exit. Soon, Banner catches up to Zoe, and a high-speed chase begins. On the main road, they weave around traffic, even forcing one car off the road. Banner begins ramming Zoe's vehicle, but she successfully pushes back, maintaining her position. As Travis and Russell catch up, they see that several police cars have also joined the pursuit. Travis is initially pleased, but Russell reminds him that the police are pursuing their truck, unaware of the true circumstances. At that moment, Clark calls them, complaining that a client is upset about the monkey not being delivered. A news helicopter flies overhead, broadcasting the chase, and Clark sees his two employees on live television giving him the finger. Banner then starts shooting at the police cars, disabling one in the middle of the road. Two other cruisers crash into it, creating a pileup that blocks the remaining police vehicles. Banner also shoots at the helicopter, forcing it to retreat. Zoe spots a fork in the road and makes a sharp turn, crashing through several gates at a private airport. The car soars over a hill, a jump that Banner replicates as he follows. Russell is concerned the truck won't make it, but Travis, having done the math, is confident they have the necessary speed and takes the chance. His calculations prove correct, and they land safely, rejoining the chase. On the next stretch of road, Banner rams Zoe's car from behind. She responds by swerving off the road deliberately. Travis then rams Banner's car with the truck, prompting Banner to fire at them. The bullets fail to penetrate the glass but damage the engine, starting a fire. With Russell's encouragement, Travis hits Banner's car again, forcing him off the road as well. The truck's brakes have failed, leaving the duo with no choice but to leap from the back. Fortunately, Zoe catches them with her car just before the truck explodes, sending the monkey flying through the air. Afterward, Russell gets into the car with Zoe, but Travis's hand restraint is caught on the hood. Desperate to rescue Natalie, Zoe speeds off anyway. When Banner opens fire, she stops her car near his, and the three of them take cover behind it. Since he is well supplied with ammunition, Banner maintains a continuous barrage. Suddenly, he is struck from behind by Natalie, who incapacitates him with several blows to the head. Russell rushes to his wife's side, and Zoe kisses Travis before departing. Russell then recovers the ring, and Natalie is delighted to see that he had it restored for their anniversary. The group watches as Zoe makes her escape in a stolen private plane just before the police arrive and take them into custody. A short time later, while Russell explains to the officers that they are the victims, Travis discovers Zoe's real phone number in his pocket. He commits it to memory before swallowing the paper to destroy the evidence. The police accept their story that they were coerced and release them. 6 months later, Travis is a cadet at the police academy. He finally places a call to Zoe, who is vacationing on a tropical beach. Travis tells her it took so long to get in touch because he had forgotten the last few digits of her number. She invites him to join her on the beach, an offer that causes him to quit the academy on the spot. Meanwhile, Russell has retired and, with Natalie, has opened the bed and breakfast they always dreamed of. One day, he finds a package on his doorstep containing a gift of money from Zoe and Travis. In the city, Clark delivers a charred monkey to his client. Be sure to subscribe and activate notifications so you can enjoy more videos like this one. Thank you for watching.